Nature teaches us wondrous lessons about ourselves. It is often full of surprises. This is a tale of one of its little-known heroes, a trickster called the raven. Scholars label it the brains of the bird world. It is so clever, social, and adaptable that it's almost human. We can learn from this raven. Often, it is just a question of watching and waiting. We never know what might happen.
Cup of coffee, Matt McCord on FM 94, KJOX. It's another glorious sunny day in the Rose City. We're waiting and watching with the rest of the nation and all its animals for today's controversial raven hearing at the Department of the Interior. Millionaire buckskin lawyer Clint Dugan is in town to defend animal rights and the little girl Melissa, whose pet bird Blackfeather has been held by the feds for mischievous conduct. Now that's a real jailbird for you. Judge Battle has ordered a media blackout, but our inside sources will keep us posted. Hey, that's our topic. Do we have a caller? Caller, you're on the air with a Mad Matt in the morning.
I don't get it. Spotted owls, ravens. Hey, why don't they stay in the woods where they belong? Why waste our time and money on these loony animals that don't belong in our backyards?
Right. Maybe we need public enemies. Might as well go after the bears, cougars, and ravens that can't defend themselves. Next caller, you're on line 3. Go ahead, 94 FM.
Mr. Dugan.
Mr. Carey, I presume.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had a little problem with the bike. Well, I'll be dressed in a second.
Well, the great Clint Dugan. I heard you might show up.
Well, hello, Morgan. Didn't expect to see you here.
Well, catch up on the news, and I'll see you inside.
Good luck to you, Morgan.
Keep your luck, counselor. You're gonna need it.
What was that all about?
Trouble? Why didn't you warn me?
Well, she was a last-minute substitution from San Francisco. Who is she, anyway?
An enforcer for the Ninth Circuit. Someone high up wants to win this case.
Are you worried? Well, because if you're worried, then, I'm worried. Patty, Melissa, Ray, I want you to meet Mr. Clint Dugan.
Thank you, Mr. Dugan, for coming. We need you.
Well, actually, you're in pretty good hands with Dan Carey here. I'm just longing to help out a little bit. Hello, Melissa. It's nice to meet you.
I knew you'd come.
Somehow I didn't think you'd show. One of the most famous lawyers in the country. I didn't think you'd care about us.
Well, hell, it was the only way I could get him to stop calling me. He must have called me 100 times, telling me about a mysterious raven who saved lives and a young girl who loved the rare bird. Very intriguing.
Well, thanks, Mr. Dugan. She really loves that bird.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Emmett G. Battle presiding.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. We're assembled for the administrative hearing in the matter of the Department of the Interior versus Talbot and Blackfeather et al. The same rules apply here as in open court. Is that understood? This is a closed hearing. I barred the press to keep this matter from becoming a zoo. I'm not interested in publicity. I'm interested in upholding the law. Now, I direct you to Proverbs 28:4.
Buckle up. Here we go.
Anyone who turns a deaf ear to the law, even his prayers, are detestable. Now let that be your guidepost for this proceeding. Is the government ready, Ms. Brown?
We are, Your Honor.
And the defense.
Clint Dugan for the defense, Your Honor. I believe you know Dan Carey, the defendant's attorney of record.
Yes, I know Mr. Carey. And I know who you are, Mr. Dugan. Is the defense ready to proceed?
Frankly, Your Honor, I don't see how we can. The most important party to these proceedings is not present.
And who might that be, Mr. Dugan?
Why, Blackfeather, of course. The raven who stands to lose his life in these proceedings. Under the Constitution, the defendant is entitled to face his accusers in a court of law.
Objection, Your Honor. This is a bird, not a person.
Counselor, it is not a bird, it is a raven. A distinction which we will show is very important to our defense.
Your Honor, Mr. Dugan's request is completely out of line. He mocks the court with this capricious attempt to shift the focus from the material facts of this case.
I assure you, I could not be more serious. This raven has been incarcerated for 13 months, been kept away from his family. Now, if Your Honor does not wish to see years of appeals, the raven must be present.
Don't threaten me, Mr. Dugan. Is the raven here?
Yes, Your Honor. Fish and Game have him downstairs.
Well, let's bring him up here ASAP.
Your Honor, I know of no precedent where, for animals
Are you questioning me, Mr. Smith?
No, Your Honor. I'll get the raven right away, Your Honor.
In the meantime, can we proceed? There are no further objections. Are there any, Mr. Dugan?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Oh, good. All right, Ms. Brown, proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. In the matter of the Department of Interior versus Talbot, Blackfeather et al., the following charges have been filed against the defendants. 1, through wanton and reckless trespass, the bird named Blackfeather, companioned by the Talbot family, has directly or indirectly caused several serious accidents, endangering human lives. Thus, said bird is deemed to be a public nuisance and must be destroyed. 2, resulting from said bird's actions, a considerable amount of gold ore has been removed from federal land illegally, and it has been found to be in the possession of the Talbot family.
Do you understand the charges against you? How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
The government calls Melissa Talbot.
Blackfeather! Judge, may I please say hello to him? Please?
Very well, but let's make it fast.
Hi, Blackfeather. How are you? Hey, cutie, I missed you.
Okay, let's not make this more of a distraction than necessary. Melissa, you can testify from right there. Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your full name and your age.
Melissa Ann Talbot. I'm 13 years old.
Hi, Melissa. Are you comfortable? Do you need any water? You're kind of nervous, huh? That's okay. All I want you to do is just tell everybody here in your own words how all of this got started.
There was a raven who had a home not far from our home. And even though it flew over our place almost every day, no one ever noticed it except me.
The raven had a nest with a baby high in a tree. That baby was Blackfeather.
Melissa! Melissa!
What?
I'm calling and calling. It's like you can't hear me. I need some more nails.
Where are they?
They're right down by the door to the basement.
All right, I'm coming.
Come on, Melissa, keep it moving. Time is money. We don't get paid for daydreaming.
It's the same one.
Same what?
Same raven. Every time it flies by, it makes that funny call. It's like Grandma with a bad cough. It's weird.
Is that right?
Wonder why it's always hanging around here.
I want you to get the paint and work on the sign again.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, we got to get it finished. The sooner the better. I want you to keep an eye on the llamas. They've been straying lately. You hear me?
There was danger everywhere in the wilderness, from both predators and man, as Blackfeather's mother soon found out.
Because we live so far out, people rarely stop by to see us. And they never came in helicopters. So that should have been all the more reason to be excited about this visit. But for some reason, these smiling visitors made me feel uneasy. Especially the one in the hat.
Hey, Ray. How are you? Good to see you again.
You too. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, George?
Hi. Made a lot of progress here, I see.
Yeah.
So you're still glad you moved up here then?
Well, there's no turning back now.
I see you got yourself a little helper since school got out,
Now,
huh?
Melissa, get back to work, okay?
How's Patty?
The wife's working in town now. It's been harder than I thought. I hope to have the place up and running before fall, though, if I can scrape together enough money. She should be home soon. You guys want to come in for a cup of coffee?
No, that's okay. That's okay, Ray. Thanks. I got a lot lined up today. I just wanted to swing by up here and warn you about a grizzly that's been shot in this area. It's wounded. It's probably a sow with cubs. The hunter couldn't get off another shot before it attacked. So he got chewed up pretty bad.
Jeez.
The doctors don't even think he's going to make it. So you just report into us if you see anything suspicious. But you get a phone up here so I can give you a call. All right? Okay. Oh, by the way, I hit a raven on the way up here. Yeah, these darn things usually get out of the way, you know what I mean?
Hey, John, you should be careful about those ravens. Could bring us bad luck.
Now, George, that's all story, superstition, you know that. Ray, we'll see you later.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming.
You keep your eyes open.
Will do.
That was the day I learned that Blackfeather became an orphan.
John, you make fun of those ravens.
Now, George, now don't worry about it. I told you there. It's story, superstition. You got nothing to worry about.
Hey, Melissa, that's coming along.
Do you like it?
The tea's kind of big. Come on, you can help me clear some branches.
Don't you want me to finish?
First I want to finish cutting the logs for the third tourist cabin. Otherwise, that sign's not going to do us any good.
Daddy never wasted time saying please when asking me to help him. In fact, he never asked me to do anything. He just ordered.
Come on.
I was probably the only kid in America who looked forward to going back to school.
Now, that's one of the trees I tagged last winter.
That's a big tree.
There's enough lumber in that one to frame a new cabin.
The raven's nest, and Daddy was going to destroy it. I had to tell him. Daddy, there's a nest!
Melissa, get back now, go!
Melissa?
Melissa! Melissa! Melissa, are you okay? Melissa! Ah! Melissa! Melissa!
That's Daddy. The nest.
Nest?
It's okay, honey. It's right here. It's right by your leg. It's okay. It's okay. Chainsaw. Chainsaw.
I'll be back, honey. I'm going to get help.
pinned under a tree. Pray to God we can save her while there's still time.
Oh my God.
My other chainsaw's in the back. Let's go.
Melissa, can you hear me? Ray, I got her. I got her. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Melissa, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Three weeks later, I came home from the hospital, and I still couldn't move my legs. The doctors weren't sure that I would ever be able to walk again. I was glad to have a new friend to cheer me up. He was kind of noisy, and he ate all the time. But that didn't matter much. He was always making Mom and me laugh.
Mom, I think he's ready.
Okay, honey.
He's gonna like this.
Hope it's not too cold.
Come on, come on.
He really is cute.
Gotta see this.
Yeah. Let me get the phone hooked up.
Daddy, he's gonna quit doing it.
Mom, I want to get out. I think the Raven does too.
Well, that sounds like a good idea, honey. The sun will do you some good. Ray, could you help?
Patty, I gotta get back to work.
Please, Ray.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah, don't mention it.
My father's dislike of the Raven got worse. He seemed angry and distant toward me and Mom. I just kept hoping I'd get better so he'd stop being mad all the time. Mom, on the other hand, grew to like the Raven more and more. I think she knew how important this friendship was to me.
Mom, this is good.
Call when you want to come in.
Thanks, Mom.
The Raven had become my very best friend. I think he somehow understood what I was going through. You know, with Daddy not really loving me and all. The Raven, on the other hand, was always showing me that he loved me no matter what.
Hey, that tickles.
Don't go far. You can't fly yet. fox attack had really scared me. First, because I'd almost lost my best friend, and I couldn't bear the thought of that. And second, because I'd hurt myself even more when I fell out of my wheelchair. Things just seemed to be getting worse and worse. Except for my raven's appetite, of course. It just got better and better. He never seemed to let anything bother him. Almost like he knew.
Melissa?
Hi, Mom.
How are you feeling?
I named him Blackfeather.
Blackfeather?
He responds to it, too. It's better than going glock, glock all the time.
Good night. Sleep well.
Good night, Mom. Love you.
How's she doing?
Ray, it wouldn't hurt if you spent a little more time with her. That way you'd know how she's doing.
You gonna let her keep that stupid bird? Finding bird doo-doo all over the place. The darn thing stinks.
That bird has a name. She named it Blackfeather.
Yeah.
That raven keeps her from worrying about herself, Ray. I want her to be put back in the hospital. She hurt herself again today when she fell.
We're broke. I can't even pay for the existing medical bills.
I just pray to God that she won't be permanently paralyzed. You've always been selfish. I thought that when you married me, that you accepted Melissa as your own daughter. And instead you treat her like some hired hand, like your own personal grunt. She needs to be allowed to be a child, too.
I think it was the first big fight my parents ever really had. I'd never seen my mom get mad about anything before. But being an amateur didn't seem to matter to her, because it was real obvious who lost.
Hi, Sandra.
Bye, Daddy. I'll be back soon. Just know I will. By the time I get back, Blackfeather will think you're his mommy instead of me.
Well, I think it'll remember. And like you said, you'll be back soon.
It had to be one of the worst days of my life. I ached from head to toe, and I was going back to the hospital. My father would barely speak to me, and I had to leave Blackfeather behind. You could say I was a little depressed.
Goodbye, Ray. I'll try and call when I can.
Bye, Daddy.
Leaving Blackfeather with my father was the hardest thing to do, because I knew how much he didn't like the raven. But Daddy had promised me he'd take care of him, so I figured everything would be okay. Guess I should have found out exactly what he meant by take care of.
Get lost. I fed you an hour ago. Beat it. You just never give up, do you?
You want some more? And what's my payback, huh?
Patty. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
Listen, Melissa's all settled into her bed now. She's fine for now. The doctor wants to run a series of x-rays. This will give us a crystal clear picture of the exact extent of nerve damage that Melissa has suffered.
So we should know by tomorrow if she'll be all right then? Her chances are good, aren't they?
I hope so.
The doctor made everything sound kinda hopeless, the way doctors can sometimes do. And Mom didn't take it too well. That day is not one of my better memories.
Hi, this is Ray Tolbert. Leave a message.
Ray, I just talked to Melissa's doctor. She's not doing well at all. Ray, there's a 50-50 chance she'll never walk again. She may be in the hospital 60 to 90 days. Please call the hospital. I need to talk to you. I know the cost will be hard to handle. Bye.
One of Daddy's most endearing habits was the way he blamed everybody and everything else for his own mistakes. So who could be surprised when he put all the blame for this mess on Blackfeather? Not a day went by that I didn't think about Blackfeather and Daddy. In a book about ravens which Nurse Blakely gave me, it said among other things, how adult ravens were playful to the point of mischievous, and that they loved to collect bright and shiny objects. This sort of made me worry. Blackfeather would be almost full-grown by now, and I couldn't see Daddy's quick temper and a playful feathered pack rat being a very good combination, even in the best of times.
Pencil. Pencil. I can't find anything. All right, you played your little joke. Give it to me. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2. You feathered maggot. Get out! Go on, get out! Go on! Beat it! Not my cigarette. Drop it! Give me there! Drop it! God. No! That was my last cigarette. Where are you? Come on out!
Finally, Daddy's curious behavior caused the Raven to look for other forms of entertainment. He left the homestead for long periods to explore the wilderness, make new discoveries, and face other dangers.
Shiny things always caught Blackfeather's eye, and when he saw a gold nugget in the stream, he just couldn't resist, no matter what the danger.
Always ready to forgive, Blackfeather returned home time and again, because home was where he was happiest. Unlike the Raven, my father rarely forgave, and he never forgot. Unknown to any of us, Blackfeather had a secret place all his own, a place he could decorate with all the sparkling treasures he'd collected, a place he could go to escape Daddy's temper tantrums, a throne from which he could view his kingdom in perfect safety. It wasn't part of the plan that Daddy should find this place, however, so Blackfeather decided to undecorate very quickly.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Got something to hide? Huh?
Firing the shotgun seemed to drain the rage out of my father. A little voice within him grew louder and louder, and he began to regret letting his temper get the best of him, especially when he discovered one of his potshots may have hit Blackfeather. After the shooting incident, Blackfeather chose to make the hollow tree his new home. Only trouble was, all his beautiful shiny things were way down inside the tree. Obviously, a major redecorating effort was in order. During one of his outings, the Raven decided to make a detour into our yard. As I said before, he was a very forgiving Raven.
Now, what are you up to?
The sight of those shiny lug nuts helped Blackfeather to forgive even faster. Caught up in the excitement of finding a bright new plaything, the Raven let his guard down. For a brief and uncharacteristic moment, Daddy remembered the promise he'd made me, which was just enough time for Blackfeather to exchange one toy for another while making a spectacular escape. Blackfeather never understood why my father got so mad whenever they were playing games.
Department of Fish and Game, Holt speaking.
Hi, John. It's Ray Tolbert. Wait, John, I got a little problem. Actually, it's a raven. My little girl raised it as a pet, and frankly, this thing is ruining my life.
Oh, come on, Ray. A raven? Come on.
No, now, this raven is more dangerous than any wounded grizzly bear. That thing hospitalized my daughter. It caused me to wreck my truck. Almost another one. Nearly killed me. Blew up my garage. Stole half my silverware, God knows what else. And now it's got my truck keys. Now, doggone it, John. You gotta help me.
Ravens are varmints. Shoot it.
I tried that, and that's not an option anymore. Look, you're Fish and Game. Can't you just confiscate it or something?
Well, technically, ravens are classified as migratory birds, and legally, you gotta have a license before keeping one in captivity. Hang on a second.
That's it. I don't have any permits.
Well, is it aged, Mr. Tolbert?
For Pete's sake, John, just come and get it, all right? Before this place looks like a war zone.
Okay. Well, just catch it, and I'll come up there later today.
on out.
The Raven, of course, sensed that Daddy was up to something. But the sight of polished silverware was just too much to resist.
That's it.
Yes!
This time it looked like Daddy had finally won the game. Only Daddy wasn't playing a game. And by the time Blackfeather figured this out, he was in a whole lot of trouble.
You know what they say, Ray? Don't screw with Mother Nature.
So what are you gonna do with it when you get it back to town? Twist its head off?
Unfortunately, not right away, no. It just so happens there's a TV personality coming into town in a couple of days. He's part of a remote live broadcast news magazine. He called the department the other day. Said he was looking for tame orphan animals to use in his broadcast. So we'll let him use the bird, and then I'll dispose of it.
One less headache for me.
Whatever. I'll see you later, Ray.
What a relief.
But it wasn't a relief to Blackfeather, being put in a box and all. He didn't know what to expect. It turned out to be just the first time that Fish and Game took Blackfeather away. The trouble really started when Blackfeather went into town.
Up next, K&K's Alive News Hour, the show that takes you someplace new every day.
Come here now. He doesn't like this. Come on, there's 8 million people watching this show. Come on. Hold still. Come on. Ow. Ow. Come on.
4, 3, 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to be broadcasting live outside of Anchorage, Alaska in this beautiful and very unpredictable weather. One of our guests is now making his arrival, and welcome Terrence and his pet raven, Blackfeather. That's wonderful.
Thanks, Nick. Ow, ow.
Wow.
This is a North American raven. It's found here in Alaska and in northern Canada. Ravens are considered sacred by many cultures worldwide, and many native people in the north believe these to be endowed with supernatural powers.
Is that
They can be very affectionate, and they can bring good luck to people they decide to like. Huh?
Beautiful
Whoa.
Are you...
Whoa.
Hey. Whoa.
There you go. Ow.
Oh. Is it something that you said, or?
Well, I guess so. Geez.
All right.
You know, they have incredible memories. They're considered to have the
Larry!
IQ of a 10-year-old.
Hey!
Yeah, oh.
Get it away from me! Get that thing! Hey! Help! Now! Somebody help! Larry! This is a fiasco! Brilliant idea, Larry! You know I almost got my eye pecked out up there!
You were sensational! Our viewership is going to pull through the roof.
While Blackfeather wasn't one to hold grudges, He was certainly able to learn from his experiences. He hadn't liked that cage or the rough way those people had handled him, so he wouldn't allow himself to be caught again. He realized how important his freedom was only after he had lost it. But his nature was friendly and forgiving, and just because Daddy had put him in a box didn't mean all humans would try to do so. Being selective was the key. Being selective in having pretty toys.
May I have a glass of water now, please?
Of course you may. So tell me, Melissa, was Blackfeather blamed for that RV accident?
He didn't do it.
I know, but was he blamed? Just yes or no?
Yes.
Objection. Badgering the witness.
Overruled.
Your Honor, since it is obvious the witness is tired and far from finished, I move we continue after lunch.
Very well, Counselor. The prosecution has no objection.
No objections, Your Honor.
This hearing stands in recess until 2 p.m.
There you go, sweetheart. You bet. Now, Melissa, when you go back in there, you're gonna have to testify some more. You gonna be okay?
Sure.
Good girl.
Dan,
Mm-hmm.
why do they want to hurt Blackfeather? He's just a raven.
One word. Precedent. The law is based on precedent. If your raven goes unregulated, then other animals, wild animals like cougars or bears can go unregulated. And somehow that could affect the hunting and fishing laws, and that's a pretty big thing in this country.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Makes sense to the government. That's why we have to convince this judge to act from his heart, not just parrot the law. No pun intended.
So how do you think we're doing so far?
Well, so far we're helping them win their case. Now I'm trying to access some ammunition, but this expensive doorstop here just won't cooperate. My secretary, she talked me into bringing this along, said it'd make things easier, but it just keeps fighting back.
Here, I know how to work one of those. My girlfriend has one just like it. What do you want it to do?
Boy, the world sure is changing. Okay, here's what I need.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in session. Let's proceed with the government's case.
That won't be necessary, Your Honor. The defense stipulates to all charges. We admit the bird has been a public nuisance and that gold was taken from federal land.
And the defense calls for a directed verdict in its favor at this point, Your Honor, because it's warranted.
Directed verdict?
Motion is denied, Mr. Carey. I don't know what you boys are up to, but I'm not gonna let you make a joke of this hearing.
We also strenuously object to this ploy by Mr. Dugan. This stipulation exemplifies his usual courtroom prestidigitation.
Overruled, Miss Brown. I'm going to allow the stipulation on all charges for expediency. The government's case is at rest now. And you, Mr. Dugan, I think I'm going to give you just enough rope to hang yourself. There will be no directed verdict. Now, if you've got something else, it better be good.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense recalls Melissa Talbot.
Melissa, let me remind you that you are still under oath.
Okay, Melissa, please tell us what happened to Blackfeather and to your family after the RV accident.
The predicaments the Raven got himself into would have been quite funny had Blackfeather's playfulness not been misunderstood by a number of people.
I know we should have kept possession of the bird. Even the wild ones are becoming a nuisance. They're all varmints. All right. Yeah, we'll take care of it immediately, yes. Thank you for calling, sir. Right now, it's over at the grocery mart on Aurora. What are you gonna do, John? You'll find out.
Just please don't do nothing stupid.
George, I look like I'm gonna do something stupid.
It wasn't long before word had spread. This odd raven was considered nothing less than a feathered terrorist. So in the lovely human tradition of destroying what we don't understand or can't control, many felt the solution to this problem was quite simple.
The Raven, it's got my glasses. All right. You just stay out of the way. Let us take care of it. Everyone step back. Everyone step back, please. Step back. Lower your aim just a little bit. All right, just step back.
John!
They're federally protected.
Now you've done it, George. I won't be able to get within a mile of
Shooting
them.
a fly.
He's making it easy. They all roost together at the O'Laughlin warehouse on Connect River Road.
What are you going to do about it?
You'll find out.
I'll have nothing to do with it.
Okay, George, suit yourself.
You could say that Officer Holt was taking this whole thing a bit personal. Blackfeather had made a fool of him, and nobody, especially a bird, was going to get away with that. Officer Holt had the county condemn the abandoned warehouse so he could carry out his plan. What he did was very stupid and very mean, but Blackfeather would outsmart him again.
Why'd you do this?
I'm not gonna let some little blackbird who's out of control make a fool out of me. This is my solution to the problem.
They don't deserve this.
Well, it's a little late now, isn't it? Back off. What I do on my own time is none of your business.
To George, the crime his partner had committed was the worst imaginable. His people considered the Raven a creature of holiness. To destroy such a life was unthinkable. Fortunately, Holt had underestimated one member of the flock.
Blackfeather.
I had no idea what was happening to Blackfeather, but for some reason, I felt strangely sad. The doctors here said they'd done all they could for me. There had been so few options. Maybe that was what was wrong. School had started without me, and I sure miss my friends, especially one certain friend.
There were stories from my school friends about a mysterious raven who made regular visits to the schoolyard and did some incredible things. We all knew who it was. Although Blackfeather did get into some mischief in town, he did a lot of good things that no one really knew about.
Hey, Billy, see if you can catch this.
I finally got to go home. Nothing more could be done by the people at the hospital. And that's when I began to realize that now it was up to me. I could complain about what was wrong in my life and sit around feeling sorry for myself. Or I could focus on the good and believe that somehow I could make it even better. It was just a matter of believing.
We really appreciate your giving us a ride home, Sanders.
I wouldn't miss this homecoming for the world. He doesn't know about it yet, does he? Nope.
Sometimes you see what's not in sight. You know that everything is going to be all right. It just takes hope when all seems lost, to hold on to love no matter what the cost. With every step, you're growing strong. You've learned to take each fall and turn it into a song. With every tear, you've come so far. You've realized just how strong you are.
My homecoming was not quite what we expected. I really thought he'd be happier to see me.
Daddy wouldn't talk about Blackfeather's disappearance. I think he must have started to like the Raven and was hurt when he flew away. I figured He was always meant to be wild, so I was happy he was where he should be. But every time I heard a raven caw, I couldn't help but look up, hoping it was Blackfeather and he'd come home. But it never was. Blackfeather never came back, and as the days passed and one season changed to another, the loneliness and loss I felt for his leaving got buried beneath the mounting tension at home. Money worries seemed to overshadow everything.
By the time the snow came, we were in danger of losing everything. Daddy went hunting caribou for food for the long winter ahead.
Blackfeather?
How Blackfeather was able to find those keys in the wreckage is a mystery to this day. They might have been knocked loose on impact, or perhaps his love of shiny collectibles was so overpowering that picking through a fried snowmobile meant nothing to him. However he'd managed it, though, it was obvious he considered them the ultimate prize.
came home, and he was trying to tell us something.
Is that Blackfeather, Mom?
I don't know. What on earth? That's Ray's. Come on, guys. Yeah!
It was sure lucky that Miss Blakely came over that day to show us her sled dogs. After Mom and Miss Blakely helped me into the dog sled, we took off to find Daddy. We were scared that something terrible had happened.
We followed Daddy's snowmobile trail as far as we could, and when the trail disappeared, Blackfeather led the way.
Follow him! Follow him!
Up. That's it, come on.
There he is! There he is!
Whoa, whoa, boys, whoa!
Daddy!
That's
Daddy! Daddy!
Ray! Ray! Come on, guys! Yeah!
We were so happy to find Daddy okay, and Blackfeather had come back. But there was still something in store for us that day, something we'd never forget.
Stop. Stop.
Oh! Ray, what is it?
There's a spoon in that tree back there.
Oh, I see it!
Hey, I see it too!
It's more than a spoon.
Sandra, look up there!
It's my necklace! I don't believe it!
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cut it down.
What is it? Patty?
Blackfeather not only led us to Daddy, but also to his secret hiding place, the hollow tree where he had hidden all the gold that he had found. He wanted us to have it.
Oh, whoa, careful.
This must be Blackfeather's.
Black feathers? It's a fortune.
And I know who to thank.
I do too, Daddy.
This is wonderful.
Thank you, Melissa. That was very helpful.
Well, how much gold was there? And where is it now?
That's right here, Your Honor. Government Exhibit A.
688.4 ounces. Worth approximately $270,000.
Just a sample, Mr. Smith. That'll be enough.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, a mining claim has since been filed for 160 acres in the name of Ray and Patty Talbot, pursuant to the Mining Act of 1872.
May I see that?
Sure.
Your Honor, this paperwork makes no difference whatsoever. The gold was found in the hollow of a tree, not extracted from the land, and is not subject to a normal claim. The gold clearly belongs to the government.
This is not about paperwork. This is, well, we all know what it's about. It's about gold. Lots of gold. A lot more than is on this table. And the claim for that gold has been clearly established when that raven took this gold and Patty's necklace and put it in that tree.
Your Honor, Melissa's hearsay testimony does not constitute proof of any kind. The defense has not shown this court any evidence that the bird ever had anything to do with the gold at all.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We have one more witness. The defense would like to call Professor Ernest C. Bird, noted author and ornithological authority.
Objection, Your Honor. This witness plays no role in the material facts of the case. Defense has stipulated to the charges. The law is clear. What's the point?
May I remind the court that at the heart of this case, it is a human thing. The love of a young girl for her beloved pet. We are here to seek out the truth, to find compassionate justice, not mere blind compliance to the law. And this witness can help us find that truth.
Mr. Dugan is belaboring this issue. Let us not forget the fact that had this been a bear or a cougar or some other wild animal that had endangered human lives, that animal would have already been destroyed.
This is not just another wild animal. It is a very special being. Mr. Bird can help us establish that.
Sit, Miss Brown. All right, Mr. Dugan, you can call your witness. Please take a seat and raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Naturally, I do.
State your full name and your credentials.
Ernest Bird. I'm a professor of ornithology. I've written many books about our feathered friends and a couple about ravens.
Please, acquaint the court with the nature of ravens.
Well, the raven is a member of the crow family. It is much bigger than the crow, which gives it its imposing presence. It is known as the brains of the bird world because it's very intelligent and very clever. It has a wider variety of calls than, well, wider than any animal in the kingdom, except for humans, of course. And in the wild, for example, when you hear, woo, 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 that you might think is an owl, or perhaps the, that could be the spotted grouse, unless you see that bird with your own eyes, because it could be our friend, Mr. Raven, who can mimic many, many sounds in the animal kingdom. You see, Judge, they're very social, very adaptable creatures. They just make wonderful companions. They live to be about 70 years old or so, and they have a hobby. They love to collect things, bright, shiny things they love. Oh, these are remarkable little fellows.
Is there any particular significance between ravens and people?
A significance? Oh, yes, they do, indeed. Did you know that it was the raven that Noah sent from the ark to see if the rains had stopped? I bet you didn't. And also the American Indians thought that the raven, well, had the souls of their ancestors. They regard the raven as guardians.
Objection, Your Honor. I love folklore just as much as the next person, but I fail to see the relevancy here.
Are you going somewhere with this soon, Mr. Dugan?
Yes, Your Honor. A little more indulgence, please. Professor Bird, in your expert opinion, is it possible for Blackfeather to have developed a bond or relationship with Melissa?
Oh, don't you know it? You see, ravens mate for life, unlike us fickle humans, and they often bond with people for life. One person, one raven. They like to bear rewards and protect that special person. And for Blackfeather, I think that Melissa is that very special person. This relationship is very unique, one that's never happened to me.
Ernest, are you making all this up?
Oh, no, I could demonstrate this if the court is willing.
Now, how could you possibly do that?
Release Blackfeather right here, and he'll show you.
I call for the immediate release of the bird, Raven.
Objection, Your Honor! It seems Mr. Dugan wants to erect a circus tent and have us all blithely follow him inside to applaud this sideshow.
Overruled. I haven't been to the circus in a while. All right, Mr. Dugan, release the defendant.
Oh, Blackfeather, I love you. Oh, Blackfeather.
Your Honor, it should be obvious, even to the prosecution, that to deprive this young girl of her beloved pet would be nothing short of cruel and unusual punishment. These two have a special bond. I refer you to Kings, chapter 17, verses 2 through 6. And the word of the Lord came unto Elijah. I have ordered the ravens to feed you.
So he did what the Lord had told him, and the ravens brought him bread and meat. Yes, that's not exactly the way it appears in Kings, but your point will be noted. I'm ready to pronounce judgment. Will the defendants please rise?
Judge, can I say something first?
Very well, Mr. Talbot.
I don't care about the gold, Judge. All I want is for Melissa to have her pet raven back. She hasn't fully recovered because Blackfeather hasn't been around. And I haven't been a very good father, but I realize now how much the raven means to her. Please, Judge, find it in your heart to give Blackfeather back to my little girl. Melissa, I have made some big mistakes, and I am sorry. But I'll make it up to you, honey, I promise.
Daddy. I love you, Daddy.
I love you too.
Thanks for your thoughts, Mr. Talbot. Now I'm going to give you mine. I'm very concerned with the evidence presented here today. The laws of this country are precious, and I'm sworn to uphold the law. Regardless of what the media reports, it is the law that makes us safe at night. We cannot trifle with the law. There is a law, however, that dates back to Old England. It's a law called treasure trove, or sometimes known as finders keepers. Now, I find that It applies here. Therefore, I rule the gold belongs to the finder, Blackfeather, and that it is to be managed by the Talbots. Now, I further find that the claim of 160 acres to be a valid claim, provided that they build and maintain a sanctuary thereupon for birds. The Raven Blackfeather has taught us all something here today that's very important. All of us on this planet are one, under God. A young girl nearly died trying to save a raven. In turn, that raven has protected and rewarded the girl's family. The court shall not interfere lightly with the extraordinary bond between this raven and Melissa. It is stated in the 91st Psalm, verse 4, "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust." I therefore rule that Blackfeather is to be returned to Melissa and her parents. He must be kept out in the wilderness, out of the city, where he can be a pest. I don't want him back in my courtroom ever again. This hearing is over.
I didn't think you even owned a Bible, Dugan.
It's a pretty good read. You ought to try it sometime. I'll loan you mine anytime.
Hey, where'd you get that Bible quote?
Laptop.
Laptop.
We can learn from this raven. Often, it is just a question of watching and waiting. We never know what might happen.
Once I made a full recovery, Blackfeather went away for a while, only to return to our bird sanctuary with a mate. Now there are 2 ravens in our lives, and who knows, maybe there's a baby Blackfeather in our future. Only God and the Northern Lights know for sure.
Sometimes you see what's not in sight. You know that everything is going to be alright. It just takes hope when all seems lost, to hold on to love no matter what the cost. With every step, you're growing strong. You've learned to take each fall and turn it into a song. With every tear,